let's do watch this, jerks.
Sure.
Speaking of movies, did everybody watch the Superman trailer that came out today?
I did.
Shipwreck?
I did not.
What?
Is this Tell me about the Superman trailer.
Oh my God, it's so good. I don't
Is
know
it?
if the movie's gonna be good, but the trailer's pretty good.
Who is Superman? Is it Nicolas Cage?
Johnny Depp.
It's David Corenswet, I believe is his name.
That
David
sounds
Carradine.
Yep. He's a relatively unknown actor that got to play Superman.
All you need to know is that
tell me what I need to know.
The Clark Kent of this movie has the haircut that all 17-year-old boys have now, with like a broccoli.
The broccoli cut.
Yeah,
the broccoli cut.
Yeah, he's got
Which
that.
I think is so clever. I like that a lot.
I laughed.
Yeah, because you're supposed to look at him and go, "Oh, this guy's a dork." This guy's a dork, and he blends into the crowd. Oh, I get it, because he's Clark Kent, and that's what he wants to do. He wants people to think that he's unassuming, and he just kind of blends in. That's the whole point. Like, I saw people like complaining about it online, going, "Oh, why would they do that to Clark Kent? He looks like such a nerd." I'm like, "Yeah, that's
the fucking point of Clark Kent."
Somebody
really said that.
Yeah.
That's like along the lines of that guy who said that RoboCop like stayed out of politics or something.
Exactly. Yeah, it's like because you missed the point. And I'm like, yeah, it's kind of clever. It's like, what are they going to do? Give him the same haircut that Clark Kent had in 1979? No.
They should have made him punk rock. I feel like fucking mohawk, like
seriously,
fucking piercings, tattoos.
Because he doesn't have. If he had that hair when he was Superman, I could understand the complaints.
Right, but the main star of the trailer, Shipwreck, is.
I'm trying to watch it as we're doing this. I just have to get past this Tractor Supply ad before.
You don't have fucking YouTube Premium? What's wrong with you?
I can deal with the Tractor Supply ad before.
That's
I watched this trailer. There he is.
Get Shipwreck. Someone get Shipwreck YouTube Premium for Christmas. Are you watching it right now?
I am watching it right now. He's in the snow. He's bloody.
Yeah, he got beat up by.
Who did he get beat up by?
Wombat. Who's the villain? We don't know.
Well, I mean, we know Lex Luthor's in it. But...
Okay, who's the actor who plays Lex Luthor? He looked familiar.
It's Nicholas Hoult.
What was he in?
You know him from The Great.
Who?
Catherine the Great. That Catherine the Great show.
Yes, that is what I know him from.
Thank you.
Thank you. I was like, I know that guy.
I know. That's why I work here.
And who else did we see in the trailer? Because I didn't recognize anybody, but I knew I was except for the bird and lady.
Hawk Girl.
Yep.
We got a Hawk Girl, and we have a Green Lantern.
Okay. How come he was wearing that outfit? That didn't look like Green Lantern.
It's Guy Gardner, Green Lantern.
He's a gardener?
Guy Gardner. That's his name.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that's his gardening outfit?
Yeah.
No, that's his leather suit.
Yes.
Okay.
Guy Gardner's famous leather suit.
Okay.
Mr. Terrific is in the trailer.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Which one was that?
Him.
That's the black guy with the T on his face.
Oh, I thought that was Mr. T.
No. Mr. Terrific. I'm a big Mr. Terrific fan, now. So I'm kind of glad that he's in it.
A lot of crypto, I see.
A lot of crypto.
Okay.
Crypto's so hot right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, crypto.com. And let's see who else is in there. Oh, and they show like the briefest glimpse of Metamorpho. Well, I'm also a big fan of. So.
How come? So wait a minute. Why is Crypto not flying? Like that was kind of weird. Couldn't he just fly? Can he fly?
I mean, we haven't seen it was a trailer.
But he should fly. Why is he running through the snow when he could be flying?
Maybe he's like has to pick up the scent on the ground. I don't know. I haven't seen the movie.
The funny thing that you really need to put all your mind processing power behind is just thinking of Crypto pulling Superman through the snow, like on his back while he's injured, just like dragging him really fast through the snow. Like that probably doesn't feel too good.
Sounds fun.
It's just like, ow, 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 ow. See, flying would make more sense, even though it looks weird to watch the dog fly, probably. If you've ever seen Strange Brew, you would know that.
We'll see the movie when the movie comes out. We'll see when the movie comes. We have until July.
So this ties into the other DC Universe movies, right?
Yes, and TV show. Currently, only one show.
I was totally being facetious there. I have no idea how any of the DC Universe stuff ties together.
Basically, is it tied to the Penguin?
They hired James Gunn to create the DC Universe. This is the first.
Oh,
movie
we're creating a new one, new DC. Okay, again,
yes, there are certain things that are still canon apparently, but
okay.
It basically
Batman's parents still die. Is that canon?
Yeah, as bad as James Gunn is like, if we bring something up that happened in a previous movie, then that's
it's canon.
Then it's literally what he said. Because then that's canon. He's like, don't overthink it. Don't think too much about it.
I'm not going to overthink this. I can promise that.
I honestly think he said that for because he's for people like you. He's like,
because it's all dumb. It's all dumb, and we're just gonna keep rolling this dice on all this DC stuff until something sticks.
Yes, I don't think that there's anything wrong with that if he actually pulls it off. Which he's done it in the past.
So what's Superman doing in this? Is he a thing already? Is this like an origin story?
We don't know yet.
He's on the farm with the dad, so.
Oh, okay.
You saw it there, right? So
we don't. I mean, again,
Dad's around.
It's a trailer. We'll find out when the movie is the movie.
Ship. What if
relate this to a roller coaster? Like, how does this relate to any of the Superman roller coasters that I've been on?
You don't stand up on it.
Much less entertaining.
And your feet don't dangle. Your feet don't dangle either.
Okay, I know what universe we're in then. Okay, got it.
You might vomit though. From both.
All right.
Depends.
What's next on this list? There's a lot here.
Did you watch the Karate Kids Legends
I did
trailer?
watch this.
Yes,
I did watch the Karate Kid Legends trailer.
Did you
What
laugh?
are we doing? Why is Karate Kid still like a thing that we're trying to like make into
Okay, here's the question.
a license? Yes. What's going on?
Because Cobra Kai is surprisingly like who could have saw that coming, right? Like fucking 5 seasons, 6 who even knows, 6 seasons? So my question is, did you laugh more? Wombat, did you watch that trailer?
No.
Okay. Did you laugh more when Jackie Chan came out or when Ralph Macchio came out?
Well, I knew both of them were going to come out.
I didn't know.
Oh, like, I don't know. Like,
I was just thinking, like, how is karate? They were showing a lot of like kung fu and Chinese martial arts.
It's the combination of both.
I understand. I made it through the trailer, so I learned it's 3 branches, dude. Nice, right? 3 branches,
it's the
one
whole,
tree.
It's the whole one tree. Yeah.
3 trunks.
3 trunks, one tree. Yes.
All gas, no brakes. Something like that. 2 girls, 1 cup.
Yeah,
3
that
holes,
was all. Those were
filled.
those were all the sayings that were mentioned in the trailer.
Anyway, I laughed.
There was a lot of kung fu and karate going on.
Just the thought of like a kung fu master being like, God damn, I'm all out of ideas. I better go to the white karate guy and see what's up. Like, it was just like too much. Like, obviously Hollywood is completely out of ideas for movies and they just don't want to risk they don't want to make any movie that costs any significant amount of money that could have any risk, any new idea. Because it's just like, this makes no sense. This would never, I mean, I know it was never realistic, but they're not even pretending.
What are you talking about? The first Karate Kid was realistic.
I mean, yeah, whatever. It was close enough.
That was a very plausible thing.
Compared to this, it's way plausible.
In the 80s, Karate Kid was like a very plausible thing.
Sure.
It was not a saving the world type of experience. It was like, here's a local karate tournament that's happening.
Right. It was a movie that would not be made today, probably, because it's not a sequel, a prequel, or a existing IP.
Like,
it was also a very cheap movie to make at the time.
It was good.
So,
it is good. No one's shitting on. Don't worry, nobody's insulting Karate Kid.
It's not that movies like that are made today. It's that movies like that aren't widely released in theaters anymore.
There you go.
Yeah.
But it also like spawned other movies like the Cincinnati classic Airborne.
Mm-hmm. I like that movie.
Yeah.
Jack Black. Young Jack Black.
Yeah. Like where it's the same exact story, but with rollerblades.
Seth Green, Jack Black.
Right. Like, so when are we going to get our Airborne Legends movie?
I mean, Jack Black's pretty popular.
I need to bring back the Devil's Backbone.
You can do it. You can start
There's also that one where Billy Blanks plays a school janitor. I can't remember the name of that one, but he's the unassuming janitor, the guy who invented Tybo.
Okay. Yeah.
This is before Tybo. He plays a school janitor. He's like a high school janitor. And there's a kid who gets beat up, and he teaches him karate.
Yeah, I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds
less
good.
rollerblades than Airborne, but I remember that.
What else we got here? I tried to watch Joker 2 because it's on Max, and I didn't
even bother. I'm very surprised.
I just wanted to see, like, when you hear something's really bad and you know, like, it could have been a big deal. Like, you want to see what went wrong. I made it fairly far. I mean, like 30 minutes, maybe, yeah. It's like nothing happens. He's just like, you're watching him in jail and like doing jail things. And then he's in a courtroom doing courtroom things. And then every once in a while, he's singing a song that you're like, why this song even? You're like, why is he singing a song? And then why this song? And why him? And then Lady Gaga, same thing. So not much was happening, and they're just singing songs.
I did see the Lady Gaga Harlequin album on clearance at Target.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I also tried to watch Beetlejuice 2, which is also on Max.
Now I'm interested in watching that because my kids are interested in watching it.
I didn't get around to it, but we thought.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch that.
Fair enough. And myself, like, huge Beetlejuice fan, like seeing the original movie like a billion times. Told Mrs. Cheapy, like, hey, I want when Beetlejuice 2 comes
and Michael Keaton. Like, you want to watch Michael Keaton and stuff, right?
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Everybody loves Michael Keaton. So I tell Mrs. Cheapy, let's watch Beetlejuice 2. She's like, no way, no chance. You're on your own. So I was like, fine, fair enough. So at least I know not to wait around. She had some Christmas party thing. I'm watching it. God damn, I made it like 15 minutes. It's just like, we don't know what we're doing. Has anyone seen the Beetlejuice movie before? Like, no Michael Keaton in the first. He appears for 1 second in the first 15 minutes.
Well, I mean, the first Beetlejuice movie, he's not in it a lot.
I understand. Right? I understand. But you can just see, like, where it's going in the first 15 minutes. Like, we're going to have a villain.
How many red plaid shirts are there? Did we get the red plaid shirts?
Not in the first 15 minutes. But you have like a villain, you have the classic trope of like watching an ancient villain being like released from their jail, lamp, whatever, coffin, that thing.
That's fine.
And it's like,
I'm not looking for true cinema or storytelling in my Beetlejuice 2, I don't think.
I don't know. There were no jokes either in the first 15 minutes.
I feel like I want a redemptive tale of Beetlejuice, but not completely redemptive. Like, I still want him to be the bad guy at the end, but like there's that glimmer of hope that Beetlejuice has like found some meaning in his.
You don't want him to go full cartoon Beetlejuice.
Right, exactly. Yeah. You don't want him to full there, but you're like, oh, maybe there's hope for us all because Beetlejuice has found this meaning of life type of moment.
Because he has to fight this villain.
Correct.
Right.
But then you really don't want him to be like the hero, but you're like, he's the worst or he's the better of two evils.
Yeah, I think that's where they're going with it. And I was just like, no, I noped out of it after 15 minutes. I was like, I think I could spend my time better literally doing anything. But that being said, I'd like to hear you report on it.
I'm sure I'll watch it soon.
Let me know if there's any jokes I can fast forward.
We started watching, I'll watch it soon-ish because we started watching the Lord of the Rings movies.
Okay.
My kid.
So you'll be busy.
So we've gotten through the first one. They enjoyed it. They have they're into all the different Legolas and all the different characters. So they like it.
Has your daughter started reading the books yet? Because I could see her reading the books.
She has not, but I figure she'll pick up. She's still reading through Wicked, because we went through the big Wicked phase, obviously.
I know she's a big reader too. That's why.
Right. She's got a big she reads several levels ahead of her grade level. So I'm sure she'll read Lord of the Rings. I told her it's very long and there's a lot of meals
and songs.
Yes.
You're just reading songs.
We're watching the theatrical releases, not we added an extra 40 minutes to the movies.
Not the extended cuts?
Yeah, versions.
Wimps.
So We are wimps. We were
the
like,
second one, maybe you can get the extended cut. Is maybe worth it. I don't know.
Maybe the first one, it's like 3 hours is good. I think we're good with 3 hours on the first one.
Is a lot of walking.
All of them are a lot of walking. Come on.
Yes, but this, yeah. But
the second one, they stay in the same place for a little while before they do some more walking.
What else we got here? Who watched Red One?
I did. With my son and I watched Red One together because he really wanted to see it, and I was like, "Sure, I'll watch it with you." Because he's like, "Will you watch it with me?" I'm like, "Sure."
What are these Christians up to? Let's watch Red One.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Exactly.
Much.
So for those who are
wasting
unaware,
money.
What Red One is, it is the $300 million budgeted movie starring The Rock and Chris Evans and J.K. Simmons as Santa Claus. And
I need pictures of Spider-Man.
Yeah, he needs pictures of Spider-Man.
Is this the movie that he got ripped for? It is. He's ripped in that. He's like
he's been ripped for a while.
Oh, he has. Okay.
Yeah.
But yes, he's ripped in this, and he also still gets kidnapped. And Dwayne Johnson is like the head of his security team, so he's got to find Santa. And Chris Evans is he's a no good guy. He's on the naughty list.
But he's a good tracker.
But he knows how to find people.
Oh, I watched this trailer right away and then made Mrs. GB watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So, they gotta get Chris Evans' help to figure this out. Oh, and Chris Evans is also a really bad father. Now, I don't know if he may or may not learn a lesson by the end of the movie about how to love Christmas and be a better father, but I don't want to spoil it.
What do those two things have to do with one another?
They're pretty much entwined with each other. If you've ever seen a Christmas movie.
I know, but I mean in reality, I'm saying.
I don't know. Okay. But is it good? Not really.
Okay.
Did my son like it? Yes. I'm not going to shit too hard on a children's Christmas movie.
Right. Like this is probably another one that I'm going to watch with the kids. We watched Spirited.
Mm-hmm. That's a good one. I like Spirited.
Spirited's pretty good. Spirited's pretty good. We did not watch that last year because I don't know, my son, I didn't think was quite old enough for Spirited. This year he is. So we watched Spirited. That was a good one. And I think Red One they would enjoy because, they like The Rock.
It's lots of colors and lots of motion, and it's
my kids love colors and motion. That's all that matters.
The Rock.
And The Rock.
They love bald, muscular men and colors and motion.
Right. Like
Spirited is
you throw The Rock or Jack Black into any movie, and my kids are in. Right.
Right.
Yeah. Although this is the movie where, first of all, The Rock was paid like $50 million.
He should be. He's The Rock.
And he was late every day.
That's fine.
That's Red One. Red One.
Yeah, Red One is the movie. The movie where
but The Rock is supposed to have such a good work ethic, and
I know this is the movie.
He's the people's champion.
Where he went to.
I'm sure it was fine. He was probably method acting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because his character is kind of a dick in this, right, Wombat? Would his character be late, or is his character punctual?
It would always be on time.
Okay, he was probably recording lines for Moana 2 before he showed up for Red One.
Yep, he would phone those in between takes. You're welcome, and then just hang up.
I don't know if it's on YouTube or what, but there's an interview with The Rock on Howard Stern. Like before he was famous. He was still The Rock, but before he was making this kind of money, he was promoting like the
Scorpion King.
Exactly, fucking exactly, the Scorpion King. And Howard is asking him questions. He's like, The Rock, what do you think about? Like, just refer to him as The Rock all the time, like to his face. And it was just, I don't know, it's very funny. The Rock goes along with it. Like, he's not now he'd probably fucking just walk out. But anyway, what have we been watching on the TV side? There's a Netflix series. Not Netflix. It's on Max called Ninja Kamui, which is an anime that is really violent about ninjas. If those things appeal to you, I have a strong feeling you're gonna enjoy this. We've watched. If
you're watching cartoons on Max, you should be watching Creature Commandos.
So we can go right to that because we did watch the first episode of that as well.
I like it. I'm 3 episodes in. The new episode came out tonight. So
are the second and third episodes better than the first episode? Because I don't recall.
The third episode, I think, is very strong.
Okay.
The second episode is good too, but the third episode is very strong.
Is the first one a little like not good? We're not as good because we weren't like blown away. We weren't like interested to watch more. Yeah, I thought it was okay.
I was gonna say the first episode is probably the one that's probably. It's also it has heavy lifting to do, I guess, in the sense that it's got to set up things.
You have to learn who the Bride of Frankenstein is.
Yeah, exactly. Why is she there? But it's good. For those who don't know what Creature Commandos is, this is actually the first release in James Gunn's DC universe, the first official in canon. Everything that happens here is part of the same universe where the Superman movie is occurring.
I'm guessing there's no crossover.
There's no crossover, but apparently it's like in the contracts for all the actors who do the voices that if these characters appear in live action, they get to play them.
Uh-huh. I don't think the Bride of Frankenstein is going to wind up in one of these. But hey, you never know. It could be a hit.
Would the Bride of Frankenstein? Maybe not. But could David Harbour's actual Frankenstein show up in a movie? I could see that happening. Because Frankenstein actually shows up in a lot of DC comics. You'd be surprised.
He's a deal with them.
He's like D-list. He's like a D-list DC character.
It's public domain, isn't he?
Maybe, probably.
That's why they get him real for nothing.
Yeah, there's a Marvel Frankenstein and there is a DC Frankenstein, and they are two different characters. Yes,
they should fight.
Yep. So
you like Creature Commandos? You recommend it. I thought the first episode was kind of meh. Maybe I'll watch more and see.
Watch more, see what you think. Yeah, okay. I think it's worthwhile. I think it's interesting. As far as also worthwhile and interesting, we started watching Skeleton Crew, the new Star Wars series.
How's that?
I haven't watched a Star Wars thing in a long time. You would like that. I think your kids would like it too.
I think they would too, like just from the trailers.
Yeah. For those who are unaware of what Skeleton Crew is about, the brief synopsis is a bunch of kids get lost in space, and Jude Law has to help them find their way home. So,
is that his character name too?
His character's name is Jude Law.
Okay,
it works in the universe.
It does. Yeah. It sounds like a Star Wars name.
It does sound like a Star Wars name. It's good. It is real. The first episode. This is one where the first episode is a little slow. Like we watched the first episode and I was like, but then at the end you're like, but I want to see what happens here. And the second and third episodes were very good. I actually really like it. Yes, as Travesty78 says in the chat, it's Space Goonies. That's basically what it is. It's Space Goonies.
All right, sounds all right.
Yep, there are 4 kids. The 2 girls are very interesting. There's like the one girl that has like the cybernetic like Lobot stuff going on, and she's probably my favorite character on the show. There's also like an alien elephant boy guy, and he's cute and fun.
Wait, there's a girl who has the Lobot screen on her face?
Oh yeah, she has like the Lobot stuff, yeah.
And she's like a child?
She's a child, yeah.
So what's the deal with that? Like she's born with that, or like they just put it up like
I don't know.
You know what's weird is like now today parents are like kids in their phones, they're always looking at these screens, they can't get her, and like she's
got a visor attached to her skull.
Right, like literally like it's part of her fucking face. It's so annoying. At dinner time, it's so annoying. She's never paying attention.
Exactly. There's like
that
a whole
would drive
thing
me nuts.
The whole first episode takes place in Star Wars suburbs.
What's her name? What's her name?
I have no idea. Character on Skeleton Crew.
Right. Put your face away. We're eating.
Yeah. Yep. It's good stuff. People are saying no spoilers in the chat, so I'm not going to spoil anything. I really like it, and Elliot really likes it. It's a show for us to watch together, which is always a plus. So
Disney Plus.
Disney Plus, exactly. I recommend it if you like. It's not too Star Warsy. Like you're not watching this going, oh yeah, that's because of that guy. It's not too much of that.
Where's R2D2?
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't do any of that. I mean, it's still very much a Star Wars show. There's still droids and but and mentions of Jedis, but
right, those Jedi guys.
Yeah, like it's.
When does this take place?
It takes place after the original trilogy.
Okay.
Like not much long after the original trilogy.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So Palpatine hasn't somehow come back.
He has not. Yeah, Palpatine has not somehow returned.
No spoilers. I haven't watched the latest 3 movies.
You haven't watched the last 3 movies?
No, I guess I did. I didn't watch the last movie.
You should watch the last one at some point.
Oh, it's so bad.
I mean,
that is the only I believe
bad.
that's the only Star Wars movie I've only ever seen once, and that was I did see
that
it.
Could be. I think that's the same for me too. Like I think it's the only one I've seen once, and I was like, all right, I guess.
Saw that.
There's 3 good Star Wars movies. I'm sorry.
Episode 1.
And it just like, I mean, we can like try to rewrite history all we like, but you know,
I think there's more than 3 good Star Wars movies. I think,
like
the first 3 are good, and then the first of each of the tried to reboots, I think, are pretty watchable.
Episode 1 is
watchable
slow.
and good are very different. They're not even in the same family. Those are like 2 different things. Like,
sure,
watchable is like I can make it to the end, right? Good is like
The Force Awakens is a movie. I think The Force Awakens is a fun movie.
I think it is. I think Episode 1's a fun movie.
The one where Han Solo dies.
Well, that's Force Awakens. Yeah,
that was fun.
That was fun.
Like,
is that what you wanted?
For no good reason.
You had a good reason. You needed to die.
And then they're just like, oh, he died at the end. They're like, oh, he's dead. Oh well.
Right.
New movie soon. Oh man.